Hi, my name is Neil Patterson. I'm a Senior Product Development Engineer. I work within a global technology team, and a couple of main parts of my job at the moment are principally design and analysis of fatigue and durability. So that supports the design of new devices and regulatory submissions. The sort of testing we do takes the form of high speed pulsation of devices inside mock vessels, and we do finite element analysis to complement that. And the other main part that I do is liaising and supporting academic collaborations with different universities. So some of those are very speculative technologies and new ideas that are going to be a long time in the making, and others are more closely linked to what we do now, but it's all new ideas and new methods for developing grafts. On a day-to-day basis, what I do really is read a lot of reports, write a few, and normally do a lot of data analysis, making graphs and tables, and have a lot of meetings with colleagues in Scotland and in America as well with our colleagues, and sometimes with consultants and collaborators in other countries as well. We talk about, during those meetings, experiments and results of experiments and priorities and timelines. Even now in the post-pandemic world, most of the meetings involve PowerPoint slides. There's a lot of producing visual aids and diagrams. My first degree was BSc in sports technology at Sheffield Hallam University. And then from there, I did some odd jobs, didn't know what to do, and ended up doing a PhD in materials engineering at the Open University, where I studied the mechanics of teeth and mouth guards. And from there I went to Melbourne in Australia, to RMIT, and did a postdoc on environmental design and life cycle assessment of tennis rackets. And then when I came back to the UK, I got a job in R&D in a commercial environment at a company called Devro, who make collagen tubes for the food industry. They're based up in Cumbernauld. And from there, after about 8 years, I moved to Vascutech, which is now Terumo Aortic, and I've had a couple of jobs within the company. I would say your curiosity and determination and patience. It's definitely the new research I get exposed to within the universities, and some of the new technologies coming through our sister companies, opportunities all around the globe. When we get exposed to those, it's quite exciting and motivating, and thinking that all that technology is being developed to try and help people and surgeons, and it's really exciting to see new ideas being developed and figuring out ways of how we can get those to the market so that we can help people.
Hi there, my name is Gordon Soon. I am a Senior Product Development Engineer working at Terumo Aortic as part of the Open Surgical team in research and development. My key role is to support and lead the development of open surgical projects. In addition, I also support other departments such as regulatory affairs to answer technical questions and help with producing data to reach out to regulatory authorities. And in addition, I sometimes provide training for open surgical products. Yeah, typically day to day I'll be responding to technical questions relating to our open surgical products. And part of the process in developing medical devices, I'll be assessing what clinicians and patients need to treat the effects of cardiovascular disease, and I'll be working out solutions to address them. And with the solutions and the designs, we'll be working out how to test and prove that the product works. All the materials and components are all safe to use. And so I'll be developing and managing design verification plans and tests, basically working out what tests we need to do, what prototypes we need, and then we can then start doing some testing with the help of technicians. And from the testing we can take the data and create some reports and meaningful analysis to show that our products do work safely and they address the needs of the patient and the clinician. So from a young age I was always interested in design, and as I got older I was also interested in how things work and making things. So that set my focus secondary school to study maths, physics and English to get me into university to study product design engineering. So after secondary school I joined Glasgow School of Art and University of Glasgow, where I studied product design engineering. That gave me all the skills and grounding to understand about design and mechanical engineering. And that led me on to joining Dyson for a few years, which was a great experience as a young engineer. And from then I joined Vascular, which is now Terumo Aortic, in 2009, which I spent the first few years working on endovascular products before moving on to the open surgical team in 2019. So to do this job, I think it's important you have a good understanding of engineering principles. That's where all the sciences, physics and maths helps. And the second part of it is to know how to apply your technical knowledge to solve the engineering problems. It's kind of like solving a puzzle, so knowing which knowledge and skills you need would really help. And it helps if you have a curious and inquisitive mindset, so you can go and explore how things work and really understand why things are and how they work, so you can really challenge them and work out better ways of improving them. And it would also help if you have a positive, proactive attitude. Sometimes you can't solve a problem straight away. You may solve a part of a puzzle that might lead to something else. So having that patient and being positive that this can lead to something else, and just keep at it, being proactive would really help. Because the problems, the solutions may not be obvious straight away, so it really helps if you can be creative and think out of the box sometimes. And to do all that, it helps if you have good time management, because there's always going to be lots of things to do. So it helps if you can prioritise what you do first and the amount of time you spend on them. But that will come through experience. And as I said, most of all, enjoy problem solving. Sometimes it can be frustrating, but knowing that it's an enjoyable process and can lead to something else that's great, that really helps. And also a big part of the job is to write reports to document all your findings and your results. So you need to be prepared to write reports, because I have to do that a lot. So I would say to do this role you need an engineering related degree, which could be mechanical engineering, product design engineering or bioengineering, as these courses will give you the foundations and understanding how engineering principles work, and you can then apply them to solve a lot of the problems you have to deal with as part of this role. So what's great about my job is I'm learning something new every day. I'm always gaining new knowledge, not just to help me to do my job, also it helps with my personal life. When I first joined this company, I knew nothing about cardiovascular disease, but I think over the years I've learned so much about the human body and how it works, and it also helps with my understanding what I should be doing for my health and well-being as well. I would say best of all is to know that what I'm doing goes towards saving lives.